Hello folks, I'm Elias Gazal. In the next 3 weeks, I will be at Southern Connecticut State University trying to help students improve their study habits. I will be interviewing a wide variety of people, including freshmen, upperclassmen, and faculty. Wish me luck! Hello folks! After 3 long weeks at Southern and tons of interviews, I'm finally here to tell you all about it. I've learned so much about Southern and how important it is to study in college. My first interest was, where was the best place to study on campus? I interviewed 3 people in search of the best spot. Let's watch some of my clips.
I believe the best place to study on campus probably is the library, but you're probably better off not studying on campus and doing it someplace else where there are less distractions.
Well, for me, I have a break in between my classes, so usually I go down to the library, and I like getting like a little cubicle because I feel like that's pretty much like nobody can see me, and I get my majority of my work done. Or I'm usually, when I go home, I just usually whenever I wake up, I just do my study and homework right there. But I believe the library is the best place to definitely get your work done.
If you're a resident, the best place to study is definitely the lobby, because there's a little bit of noise, so it doesn't make so you get lost in your studying and keeps you kind of focused. And then if you're a commuter, the best place to study is the library, because there's parking all around it, and it's basically, it has multiple levels. You can always.
From these 3 interviews, we can conclude that the best place to study on campus is the library. The library seems to be the best place for students to study because it is a quiet environment and everybody's there for the same reason. In the library, there are cubicles which block you out from other people and help you focus more on your studying. Because there are a lot of things going on campus, the next question I ask is, do you feel that you are easily distracted while studying? And if so, how could you fix that?
I feel like I'm easily distracted while studying because that's the type of person I am, and how I can fix it is to come to the library and leave my phone wherever I was, because I'm always trying to text message my friends or go on Twitter or something like that. So lately I've been doing pretty good though, because I come to the library a lot, even though it's really boring. And
did I just ask if students get distracted while studying? Well, obviously, it's the smartphones. From social networking like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and even text messaging, we all get distracted. Students, put your phones away. It's the best thing to help you study. One common problem I found through freshmen in college was that they treat their college work like their high school work. So my next question was, did you change your study habits when entering college, and if so, how?
Yes, I did change my study habits. Because I'm on the soccer team here at Southern, I have to go to mandatory 5-hour study hall Monday through Wednesday. So I definitely started studying more in college, and it's much different from high school because you have to study every night, even if you don't have homework, to get caught up for your classes, to make sure that you're good enough to participate in each class.
In college, you are expected to know a lot more information than in high school. To help you with this, read the notes you took before and after each class to help you understand what you will be talking about in the class. Also, use your time wisely and don't fool around during study hall, because it is very important to use that time. For my next question, I asked an upperclassman how important studying was in his first year of college. I also asked him what advice they would give freshmen, and they will also be sharing experiences with us.
Studying was very important my first year. It definitely it comes back to bite you for everything if you really have bad study habits. I've had some pretty good experiences, but I've had some bad ones as well, like maybe forgetting there was a test or not studying enough for your test. The best advice for freshmen is study progressively. Definitely don't wait to the last second to study for your test or do your homework. It definitely takes a lot of time. You do have to put a lot of study hours into your week to get good grades. So, plan it out, use your planners, and that's my advice for freshmen.
Studying your first year in college is very important because it sets your GPA. Freshmen, make sure you do not forget that you have a test in your next class Make sure you study. It's very important. For many students, studying may not be a big deal, but even the teachers notice what students have or have not studied for their test. My next question that I asked the professor is, while grading your test, can you notice the people that have studied or have not?
Okay, the first part of the question, it depends on the nature of the test and how far along in the semester it is. A multiple choice test is not so easy to tell from as an essay. When you're grading essays, it becomes really obvious when a student hasn't studied because they become very vague in their language, speak in broad generalities, BS around the subject. So you can tell with that. With the multiple choice test, you'd have to look very closely, and usually you see a pattern.
Although your professors may not care what grade you get in their class, they do notice which students have studied or have not. So make sure you study so you can get on your teacher's good side. And hey, you never know, you might need that extra point and they might give it to you. iStudies is a new app I use to keep myself organized. In iStudies, I downloaded all my classes and all my homework assignments so that iStudies notifies me the day before my class that I have homework due the next day. It also notifies me when I have exams so I know when to study. I recommend all students to download iStudies from the App Store because it is a very important app to help you stay organized in college. Let's take a look at some snapshots of iStudies. I enjoyed my stay here at Southern, and I think we all learned a lot to help us improve our study habits. But now it's your turn to take what I just taught you to change your grades into A's. Thanks for watching.